Welcome back, guys, to our journey through the Gospel of John. It has been so fun and so amazing to watch all the videos and just to learn about Jesus' ministry and his life, and what an inspiration. And yeah, really just life-changing. So today we are going to be speaking about John chapter 19, which is the most important chapter, I think, in this whole gospel, because it is a story of Jesus dying on the cross, and it is what the whole of Christianity hinges upon. And it's the most incredible story of love, the most incredible example of God's undeniable, unexplainable love, grace and mercy for the people that he's created. I often see that just the same way crime deserves imprisonment, sin deserves punishment. And I think when we grasp that sin does deserve punishment, then we kind of get the cross a little bit better. Sometimes and quite often in the Bible, it speaks about God's wrath and how because God is good, he cannot be okay with sin, right? He can't turn a blind eye to sin. And he realizes that sin deserves a consequence, and that's because he's a good God. And it speaks about God's wrath due unto sinful humanity, that his wrath and his forsakenness was our destiny. And Jesus comes and God pours out that punishment over his only Son, Jesus Christ, on the cross. And you know, in Jeremiah 25, Isaiah 51, and Revelation 16, it speaks about this cup of God's wrath. And you know, we hear about it when Jesus speaks in the Gospel of Luke and in Matthew, Luke 22 and Matthew 26, when he says, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup of suffering away from me, but not my will, yours be done." And you know, we're thinking, oh, he's only speaking about the physical death, but when we realize that this cup that he's speaking about is actually the spiritual punishment that he's experiencing on our behalf. And then we look, and Jesus takes this cup on the cross, he drinks it down, turns it over, and in John 19 verse 30 he exclaims, "It is finished." God's incredible story of redemption all coming to this one point, his incredible collision of justice and grace and wrath and love just explodes in this scene where we have finally been redeemed by this incredible loving Father because of his grace and mercy. And not only are we redeemed, set free from sin, but we are invited into this relationship with God, invited to be adopted and to be sons and daughters. And it's just too beautiful for words. I could speak about it forever, but all I want to say to you guys is that what he's done on the cross, it requires a response from you, a response to believe and really accept and receive that this is what he did, that what we see in John chapter 19, Jesus taking upon what we deserved for our sake is just incredible. And that's what we call to understand and believe. And I think for you guys to just take a moment after reading this and really marvel over, wow, your God, this is what you did. I think sometimes we get used to the story. So I just pray that you guys would have this refreshing revelation of the gospel. And if you guys have never really taken a moment to receive it, to accept it, to believe it, now's the time. And you will enter into the most incredible relationship with Jesus. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please can you message us, and we're excited to move on to the next chapter.